Aha! Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca and welcome back to my Pixel Quest. Welcome back to our blind playthrough of the incredible, marvelous Tunic. Tunic starring maybe Tunic, or Little Fox, or Ruin Seeker, or Fred, or Mary, or something else. I don't know why I picked those two names. I was so curious to see where the game started me today. This is actually really good because I simply, like, you may be going, Rebecca, how could you have ended the episode last time at such an incredibly exciting moment when there is so much to discover in this room? And yes, you are right, I was asking myself that question as well. However, the fact is I have to. I had no more time. I had no more time to record, which is why I'm not even like continuing from that session. I had to finish the recording. I had to close the game. It's a new day now. I've had to wait, as have you, for this next episode. So excited about coming here. So excited. And let me tell you, I'm taking another little diversion as I do, right? But I just wanted to let you know that, like, here's the distinct feeling I had as I was coming back into this game right here. I just want to bathe in this game. You know, like, everything about it, the atmosphere, the beauty, you know, the elegance of its design, the excitement of every discovery and every possibility it's both exciting but extremely relaxing at the same time. It's comforting. It's so comforting. It's amazing. And this library that we appear to be in here, it's so much more already than I could have hoped for. And I already had high hopes just based on everything I could see from the outside and just the very idea of a library. Anyway, here we are on a giant pile of books. So it's so good that it's brought me right back. It's kept me in this room. So we are right back, essentially where we ended the last episode, and I'm very excited. There's just so much to consider and look at already, and I know we've just discovered these incredibly exciting pages, and I feel like I've barely begun to, like, take them in. They feel huge, and I know there's at least 2 other pages for me nearby. I feel like I've barely still taken these ones in, let alone things there are still to discover in all of the other pages as well. Oh man, I just want to look at everything so much. You know? I know, right? Like, I don't even think I got around to mentioning this, but I did see this on the page. The circling here, which by the way is not in Biro. I think probably that's a pencil, maybe. It doesn't really fully look like. I'm going to say what that looks like to me is a brown pencil. But yeah, it does look like pencil. But exactly, that's what I'm saying when I look at this. Like, what this character, that's what I'm asking. In fact, both of them, what these 2 characters next to each other here. So this is really fascinating because whoever was writing this in the manual probably has this mystery as well as I do. What is this character? And, you know, for those who aren't following along, it's, you know, this is the best way of describing it. It's these 2. Driving me nuts. I'm so curious. My best guess so far is that it's a Ma, but that seems really weird. It seems really weird, but it's imaginable to me. I'm just trying to think, like, it seems to refer to the shrine or the deity, and I just can't. That we've seen the shrines referred to as altars, but this is one syllable. That is most likely it's either a consonant vowel combination sound or it's just a vowel sound. I don't know which one it's going to be. And then the one before it, I've talked extensively about all my thoughts on that anyway. Anyway, this is also interesting that there's a 4 and a 4A and a 4B. So where that? I guess it's not actually marked on the map, they just have 4. Okay, so that's interesting. That's like extra, there's like 3 different bits of information. I'm not even reading this yet. Like, I can't help a bunch of things popping out, even when I'm not trying to read. Like, I can see them, but I'm just sort of not really considering it right yet. So there's like 3 different things marked there for 4. One is presumably the entrance where we've been like outside. We've been outside this cathedral. I cannot get to the entrance, but I've kind of been around it, right? Oh man, it's making me think like, it is making me wonder, because we were able to get like close to the entrance and we were able to like go to a few places around the exterior of the building, and one of them felt very large and dark, and we found a treasure chest there, but I feel like I looked so hard, everybody. I feel like I looked so hard and I couldn't see or like vibe out or investigate any other thing there, any other entrance, like a rope, a secret passageway or anything like that. But I do wonder if maybe there is something like that. So anyway, I'm just considering this spatially now. So 1, I think, is what looks like the main entrance, right? That's the sort of little bridgey bit that takes you across. That's probably, I actually can't remember, but it's probably broken and you need other ability to go there, right? That's why I can't get there now. But then you come in and you find some doors and something that might be related to money. I don't know. That might not be money. It might be an S with lines on the top and the bottom for some other reason, but something's going on there. There's a plinth up on the higher level. I don't know what this is, but I mean, it does look like a part of one of our characters. Anyway, so there's an upper and a lower level, maybe a couple of rooms. And then here, elevator maybe? Or warp point? I don't know. There's shop. That goes off to whatever. And then there's ladder down. I would say that's a ladder. And so that ladder down, I'm going to guess, hang on, could this be possible? Does this make sense? Surely it doesn't make sense that this leads down to the area that we've been to, like at the back of the house. Because that just seems like it's so far away. The area at the back of the house, I mean, where it's got like 12 little, it's a blue room, looks like a bit like a chapel, and it's got like 12 little plinths on it that we now know our secret treasures go on. And I feel like these are the secret treasures. I don't know. I could be wrong about this because there's only, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 displayed here. But that little one, it's either the first one or the second one there, to me, is bringing to mind the secret treasure that we got. The one that I've got, the one that I found, which is like the gold skulls. My immediate thought was that was the 3, but now I'm thinking, is it the second one? Was it just a single skull? I feel like it was 3. Anyway, either way, this seems to be, because I'm imagining they're all going to have like really different shapes like that, right? That's what that seems like. But how could that be? If this, because we know where this is, it's kind of deep into, the entrance to the cathedral is like deep into, I swear to God, I'm about to explore in the room. But I haven't allowed myself to like look at this or think about this offline or anything like that. So I'm just coming back to all this excitement right now. We know where this is. It's like deep in the graveyard. In resting grounds. This seems to be just a short way in and then like down. We could be missing like some other depth here though, but yeah. And I just sort of feel like spatially on the map, if you'll indulge me here, you know, over here is the beginning, like the westmost part of the graveyard, right? I could imagine that the cathedral, we go back a little bit, so over to the east is the cathedral. But it could go like as far back as, you know, whatever, like here. But it would still be stretching all the way like across like this to get to, I would guess, sort of like roughly here, I think, is where that room would be, behind the old house and also behind the waterfall with the 12 treasure plinths in it. Everything is a plinth in this game for me. So it just seems like it's very far away from where I would expect the cathedral to connect up with. But I don't know. From the old house, yeah, I think definitely like below here. So it's very central, I would think. There's all sorts of, I know I'm getting distracted again here, but there's all sorts of little oddities on this map that honestly might not be secrets. They might just be little, because of the style of printing that this manual here is mimicking, the style of actual, you know, the printing method that would have been used in old manuals like this, old game manuals. Things such as this broken bit of wall that is not colored white, it is colored blue. That could mean something in the game, but it also could be a printing anomaly. It also could be something like that. So yeah, it's interesting. I can imagine it going either way. And that does make me wonder about this as well. It could be a printing anomaly, but I just don't think it is. I think it's secret. I feel it. I don't know why. Feels like a secret thing. I don't know about that. I don't know about that thing that's a piece of wall, but it's blue. I don't know. There's still I think there's probably still so many things to notice, you know? That I just haven't. I still haven't figured out this door. I still haven't figured out this thing here. I still haven't figured out what to do with the bell, like the chime on the house. There is so much. I love it. I'm so happy. And then that's my expression of happiness. Definitely not a mistaken button push. And then there's this new page. This is definitely, I can't wait to like just sink my teeth into this. This hexagon one here, this hexagon block here is definitely parts of characters that are sort of, you know, split into like the different directions. Until I can sit down with it, you know, in my drawing program and play around with it, I don't know how to think about this. I feel like it's probably, you know, we've got like the 6 different directions, you know, there's 6 different norths, if you will, here. So maybe something like that. But maybe this is also related to this, whatever is going on here that I haven't quite figured out, where it seems like some parts are being swapped, you know, from the upper part to the below part, but other parts aren't. So and the you know, the dot that would otherwise reverse the sound is being removed. Yeah. So yeah, so these are really fascinating puzzles. I can't wait to get stuck into. This tree is so, I mentioned this in the last episode, it's so another game for me. It's so much another game for me. And there's this, what does this mean? Does it mean that spatially in this space we can get across to another thing here? Probably with our new ability, maybe. But also, maybe it's coming from sort of maybe it's more conceptual and it's coming from the blue line, which goes to this sword thing because it's the central square there, which kind of looks like a bit like an envelope, but is the sword, the giant sword from the title screen. And it says, let's just do this one, everybody. Let's just do it. I can't stand it. I just gotta figure this out. All right. So the first one there, I know what the last two characters are because it's these two characters. It's my two mystery characters, which are everywhere. But let me figure out what this first one is. It is with... It's not Foe from Focus, because that would be a Pac-Man, rather than an origami bird. This one is an origami bird top with a lightning bolt underneath it. Which do I even have? It feels so familiar, but at this point I've come across so many things, so... It's easy for things to feel familiar, even though I don't have that exact combination. If I can't find it quickly, we'll just leave it. I'll come back to it. I was just hoping I could figure it out really quickly. Yeah, okay. Maybe I can't. Alright. We'll leave it. But I mean, the second part to that first word is de. Oh, is it just sword? Oh, it's just sword. It's probably just sword. I must have saw from sword somewhere. I had a sword that I was originally wrong about, and that turned out to be blade. But I must have actually seen the character. It's probably just sword. You know what? For now, I'm happy assuming that. It's the sword, you know, that... It's the sword of whatever. It's the sword of whatever that mystery is. Okay. So, there's those two. We've seen that they have here the clamps and the other thing that's attached, that the clamps are attached to, which is in the resting grounds. We've seen that they have either information, analysis, or a design for the tuning forks here. You can see the tuning fork, and you can see the actual sort of automaton creature in the middle. And I think the bit that's over the right hand side is maybe part of how the automaton, part of its transformation, maybe. And I'm actually looking at, so if you come back to the leftmost diagram here, which is of the tuning fork as it looks like this, right in front of Little Fox's face here. Coming from the base of it is a line, and I'm gonna say that looks possibly like a character, except, or maybe even two characters, but so it's like a word, it's like some writing, except it doesn't appear to have the central horizontal line in it, because that first scribble above the line, I hope this is understandable for you, the line that is drawn coming from the base of the tuning fork in the picture there, above it, it looks like it has two characters, and the first of those two characters looks like it's a Pac-Man with a lightning bolt under it. It doesn't look like that though. The second character doesn't look like that. So if that character is sword, then is saw from sword, then maybe that's saw something. But it's a little bit hard to make out what the second one would be. Okay. What about over here, the bottom bits here? It sort of looks like like a spike that has, you know, like a shine. How can I put this into words? Like a shine around it, or the way that I would draw something exciting. You know, as you guys have seen many times when I'm like, oh, look at this, and I draw lots of dots around it. It sort of looks like that, like a shard or a spike. And then above it is, I think, also a word. because it looks like two characters, the second of which has a Y sort of top on it and an arrow on the bottom and a dot for a reverse. Oh my god, it absolutely is. Okay, let me just write this down in my notebook right here, because it would be really cool to work out what these two words are. So I think the first of these two words, as I said, has a Pac-Man top, and I think it has a lightning bolt on the bottom. It then looks like it's probably a Y top with like a little tick on the bottom that goes sort of down to the right. And then the other word has the sort of top on it that is in a lot of V, I'm going to say a lot of V words, V sounds rather. It's a little tricky to figure out how I might translate the bottom. Oh, you know what? No, it's not the V. I think it's actually more like a W word, because it actually could be were. I'm just looking at it. Or similar to were. Similar to were, maybe. Were from world. Okay, I'm just going to write it down for now. That's sort of my guess about what this is. And then that also has a Y top on it with an downward arrow bottom and a dot. Okay. Now that is actually, I recognize that because it's come up a lot. So that last character above what looks like a spike there is definitely T from stick. So the reverse is definitely it. I'm pretty sure that that's it. The fact that the end of this word has it on it is actually making me think about oh my god, and it looks like a shard at the bottom. It's making me think about the dagger. Guys, I've talked to you about the text on the dagger. It's incomplete, but the first word I can make out the end of it, and the last character. Oh, sorry, this is really hard to describe in words and not visually. But I think it looks like the end of the first incomplete word I can see on the dagger, because it ends in it. And this word in front of me, which is above something that could be a dagger, looks like it ends in it. This could be really helpful. This could connect to the dagger text. Okay, and then this next to it, I think is just incomprehensible. I think it's just meant to be smaller writing, like blah, 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 blah. They're putting something there, right? Okay. Oh my god. Now, these two carpets here, so they have like hexagons on them, like almost every carpet does, and most things do, but just with lots of lines coming from them, as if it's like a meteor shooting through the earth, through the sky. This one now, these are definitely, that's another word up in the corner for sure. This is definitely the two kind of box-like automaton. I'm calling them automatons. I don't know. The two box-like automatons that we've seen, I think. One of them is the slightly taller one we've mostly seen destroyed around the place, but we've fought a couple of them down in the ziggurat. And the one in the middle is Tim. It's Tim, my tea table. Tim the tea table. And in fact, that's a cup of tea right next to it. It's got a cup of tea drawn next to it. The word probably says Tim. I know it doesn't, but what if it did? What if it did and I just guessed correctly? So that's definitely our word there. Let me just write that shape down and I will figure this out later. But I think it probably ends with n. And that also, that first, so that's 3 syllables. This one is 3 syllables. Ha, 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 ha. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now the bottom thing doesn't look like characters, or could it be I'm turning my head to the side. How can I consider this? How can Little Fox think about this thing we're seeing here? I take a photo of it anyway. I don't know. I mean, it's got what looks like a hexagon in the middle. There are lines coming off of it. It seems like it's not symmetrical, but the same pattern going to the left of the center and going to the right, but then one is flipped up and the other one is flipped down. Have I seen it before? It does look familiar. It looks like a familiar pattern. Okay. All right. I broke this in the last episode. I broke this. I broke it again. Amazing. Well, it's nice to know that this repairs itself, so I can feel less bad about my destruction. God, we've got 2 more pages, a couple. I'm like going centimeters here and having these major, incredible discoveries. What the hell? This room. Take. Ooh. The door in the mountains, that is me. That is me. With the door in the mountains, it's not open. Ah. Yeah, okay. Few things, because apart from the fact that this is a beautiful image, and our little fox has so much character, whichever fox this is, if it's us or past generations of us. Oh, little swirly, because we're cold? Little swirly cheeks? Maybe. So is this meant to be snow then? I kind of felt it was dusty. That's interesting. So it's meant to be snowy up there. Should probably put their legs together. It's not a great angle. Anyway, let's not think about that. They can do what they want. I'm not gonna shame them. Yeah, okay. Okay. The door in the mountains. I mean, this is the sort of pattern that we've seen here and there. That just sort of on the face of things, I guess, looks like decoration, and maybe that's all it is. But I suppose it's not quite, but it's a little bit what this sort of stuff here brings to mind. Okay. Oh, sorry. I just want to look at the other things, but let's keep looking at this first. It's more of the cards. Bracer. It's finally going to explain to me what it is. Bracer. It's perfect. That makes sense. It's going to explain to me what this card is. Shield. My shield. Like my shield stamina. Down? Tincture. Interesting. Sword. So sword up. Is that shield down? It doesn't really look shield, but maybe it's a very, very simple way of saying sword up, shield down. As in attack power up, defense power down? Could be. Muffling bell. Look at the picture for muffling bell. So the difference between... So I'm guessing that this one here is a foe, and this one here is Little Fox, and it's the distance between them is being pointed out, and then the arrow is, I suppose, like, yeah, just sort of indicating their awareness of us. That's very funny. Louder echo. All right, that's. times 4. Pew! Explode. Louder echo. I have absolutely no idea what that pertains to. Perfume? Perfume? Anklet. Oh, it's not a little crown. Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, that makes a lot of sense as well, because I was like, I think I even mentioned something about, like, it's a little bit kind of, you know, Greek mythology-esque, right? And that's sort of what I was thinking of, was the whole, like, you know, the Icarus wings, right? So that's, I mean, I was saying, I think in the last episode, I wonder if this is to do with the other power that I'm imagining in my mind, but that I feel really sure about, to do with, like, movement, right? Like a rushed movement, a ghost rush sort of thing. Like, this is probably to do with floating, flying faster, speed. Are we simply just a little bit more speedy? Inverted ash, cyan peril ring, orange peril ring. Okay, so just the other name. Scavenger's mask is underlined. I guess I can imagine why, because it is completely necessary. Dagger strap. Ah. I don't know what that means yet, but I'm just like, it's not a whistle, it's a strap for a dagger? What would that mean? I'll think about it in a sec. Magic echo. I do think we figured that one out, because, yeah, your echo doesn't just release gems, it releases little magic points as well. Ah, we're not even getting the name on this one. Mystery. Sword broken with aura. Sword on fire. So they themselves, whoever this they is, that's... whoever this is... who is writing this. Oh my god, I'm going to be here for hours. Whoever is writing this also has 3 question marks there, so they themselves don't really understand. But what they have written there, perhaps they've sort of figured it out since. Fire, no hearts. Fire, no health. How to interpret that, though, I don't know. I don't know. Aura's gem. Well, I do feel like I have an idea of what this does, because I feel like it's giving us more shield vigor, if I can put it that way. Aura's gem. Now that's a strange title. I mean, a lot of these are very strange titles. But none as strange as that. Like, I can kind of make sense of... I mean, I don't know why Lucky Cup is called a cup, but... I don't know. Bracer makes sense to me. Tincture sort of makes sense to me. Orange peril ring, cyan peril ring. Yep. Inverted ash, because we now know that this is ash, and it inverts the powers. It's an anklet. This is something to do with perfume, smell. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. Question mark. Magic echo makes sense. Dagger strap, I'll you know, it makes sense to me on the surface of things. Scavenger mask makes perfect sense. But Aura's gem is strange. There is a gem that goes on the front of the shield, so that's not the strange part. The strange part is aura. Because I'm wondering if it refers to an aura, like something's aura, the aura of something, or is it a person? Is it an entity? Is this the gem of aura? Aura the entity, aura the person? Now, we've got some text here. Let me just sort of write this down in my little notebook as well to make sense of it. So line little bit of line down the bottom. Yep. And then the second word there looks like it starts with maybe Tay. Tame. Or is that not Tay? Hang on. Time. Time. That's our time word again. That's time. So maybe it increases the time of something. I can't easily figure out what that first one is without, like, you know, going like a little bit more into my notebook here. Okay, so I'm not gonna like translate this right now, but something question, something for 60 seconds. I can see that. Something. There's a star in water. There's a star that's been drawn half. So hang on. Aside from the drawing, what the hell is this? What am I looking at here? It's a box that has all of this text in it. But then over here, this just looks like... I mean, quite frankly, it looks like a letter. You know, like a letter that you write to somebody, or a postcard. Floating in water, or sitting in water, with shh next to it. And then our mystery person has drawn a star partially in and out of the water. And the letter has like a, you know, like a dotted line box at the bottom of it, and the part that's submerged. Okay, extremely interesting. Extremely interesting also. Oh, hi Pixie! Hello, Big Mouse. My little pixel. My little pixel. And then this is interesting because it looks similar to the design on the cards, but not the same. Not the same. Where do we have the card design? Here. Similar, but not the same. For one thing, this has big dot in it. All of these cards have a big circle in it that I haven't figured out. I mean, maybe the circle is that... Here's a thought. Maybe the circle is like a physical hole, because the idea is that you can attach all of these cards together on like a little keychain. Not a keychain, but a card chain, you know what I mean? It could just be that. It could be because this game of Tunic that's being implied here came with merchandise, and you could acquire these cards in actual real life, right? Maybe you can collect them, put them on a little chain together. But this design on the card has hexagon in the middle, like some diamonds around it, lots of lines going in, you know, different perpendicular directions, and then it has like what looks like either the automatons or the plinths on 3 corners, and then a kind of, I don't know, a little flowery design at the back. Whereas this has much less detail, but it has 4... I mean, it looks like our D-pad. There we are, I'm hitting the D-pad right here. Looks like the D-pad. This is amazing. Amazing. We've got another page over here. Yeah, it kind of looks like this on the cards, doesn't it? Let's do it. Let's jump in. Let's jump in. Whoa. Oh, I've been so looking forward to seeing what the quarry map would look like. We got the quarry. Oh, I love how they've drawn the, you know, the stuff. The stuff. The stuff. It's the stuff, everybody. So this is where we first came across. That's the big door that we opened that I didn't see immediately. That's where we fought our way across. That's where I died many times trying to create the trying to create the shortcut, and then we were finally able to explore this area up here. I wonder if I have been to all of this. That up in this corner here, like the closest little section to the T, is the bit where I think you need another ability to access a chest there. I haven't even been able to use this shrine here yet, because again, we probably need our other ability to get there. But we've been in there, and this is where we first came into the area on top here. Sorry, so now I realize, actually, especially now that I see this, when I first came into this quarry area from this way, I stood on the edge here and I accidentally threw out a bomb. My bomb would have probably fallen down into the pond here, but it might have landed on the shrine as well. Okay. And we've got... okay, yeah. So that's going into the monastery. Yep. And yeah, candle, because there's a hero's grave in there, right? Cavity. Cavity? Are these called cavities? As if the erosion of a tooth. And the unhealthy erosion of a tooth. Maybe. The rooted ziggurat, yep. Yep, it's not pointing to anything. Okay. But it's drawn... Alright. Like a triangle with the top cut off. I'm sure there's a name for that shape. Like a pyramid with the top... No, I don't know. Gun. Lower miasma. Oh, that's pointing... Lower miasma. Okay, this is going to be incredibly interesting to learn about. So gun there is pointing towards that little bit that I don't know how to access. Are you telling me that I am going to pick up a gun item? That seems so strange for this game. But maybe it's a cute gun of some sort. Huh. But I don't know how to access that bit yet, which again, it might come from other ability or something like that. But the text boxes are sort of covering it as well, so it doesn't seem like it's giving me any hints. I can't see any added text. There's that. That's probably a little staircase, but I'm not sure. I'm going to have to go and check that out again. That arrow there, whirling down. Yeah, I can't see any other drawn text on this. Okay. Ooh. Oh, this is so hang on. So many things. So many things. So many things. All at once. All right, let me tell you what I was first interested in, what was entering my eyes first. We have names for these guys. Fleemers and Friend. I love that this is called Friend. I gotta say, it's a weird thought, but it does actually, again, bring me back to this page where I think this says, like, try to help your friends. Maybe I'm actually trying to help. These, where are we? Okay, that makes sense. So, all right, this page connects to this. This is the full spread. Okay, and this is now a full spread. Got it. Yeah, maybe I'm trying to help these guys actually after all. Maybe they're my friends I'm trying to help. But then I was like, this thing is called a Lost Echo. How much sense does that make? It makes many sense to me. It's a Lost Echo. God. Oh no, I've lost many echoes. I haven't been able to get back to them, and I think, what's the phrasing they use to sever their connection to the cycle, something like that. They get lost. They're lost in the in the burying grounds. The swamp, old burying ground. Okay. This zone is extremely dangerous and is best left alone. Even if you're feeling brave, I went there. Because I was feeling brave / just very, very curious. Only ghosts are permitted to enter the inner grounds. But I went there anyway. Because there's a little bit you can get through. Now I wonder if this can give me some kind of insight into the power I want to get. Okay, hello. It's a cool ass freaking drawing. So it's like that, but a bit more detailed with glowy eyes. But what is written here? Isn't that R? It's not May. The one in the middle. Hang on. The one in the middle is I'm guessing it's I that I got from our hints and clues page. So I, and then that last one there, it's not it's not gear. Oh my god. Can I quickly find this? It could be an F word, it could be a G. Okay, I didn't pause to look that up. I actually just had to pause to go to the bathroom. And in that very short amount of time, I think I figured it out. I just went R-I. Oh, it's probably R-I-P. It's probably R-I-P, and ironically, that's what I just did. Sorry. Terrible joke, but like it was the perfect time to make it. I don't even know if I have this character for P because I kind of can't remember it coming up. I can't remember finding the character for P, but I would guess that's what that is. It is. We do have some other P. Sorry for saying P so much now. I do have some other P sound syllables that have that top on them though, like Pia, from something or other, I can't remember. Pia has that. So I reckon that's R.I.P. Interesting. Now, what else is going on here? Check it out. I know what's going on here. 4 golden skulls. 4 golden skulls. I got that one. I'm so thrilled. Now, this red line here. Inside the crypt is a shop. How do I get in there though? Inside the crypt is a shop. My shopkeeper's in there. So the crypt has a hole in time inside it. That's probably the most appropriate shop given what our shopkeep looks like, right? Okay. The red line here comes from where we enter, goes to the, the weird pool with the clamps and stuff, goes over to the shrine, goes through here. We know this. It's interesting to me, though, that this one here, which is a plinth, when you go there, I'm pretty sure it's a plinth on that spot, but like a CRT plinth, right? But here it just seems to be drawn like a grave, like a gravestone, and then it goes up there, and indeed. So that's interesting. Yeah, we can see that there is a hero's grave there. And then it goes to another bit that's drawn like a gravestone. Interesting. So I'm just thinking about what's on this page. And I wonder if anything here can give me hints as to how I might acquire the power that I keep imagining might come from this area. Maybe this description but I'm not expecting it to. I think this is just going to say something probably fairly poetic and obtuse about these things being lost echoes. Possibly this? Now, what else does this remind me of? What else does this remind me of? It's... something about it is very familiar. Like, I get that it's probably a... so... it's probably a bit fox skull-y, right? But at the same time, it's funny because it's not really like how a skull would be with... I don't know. A partially decomposed fox, maybe. Oh, sorry for saying it. Sorry for saying it. It's a bit of a cutified skull. I guess it's like our shopkeeper. Is it? Maybe. Oh! Golden Path related! Golden Path related! Oh, yes. I'm so sure it must be. It must be this gold edge. What the freaking hell? Let's just have a little glance at the room behind us. Huh. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is ridiculous. Is this entire episode going to be just in this room? Like, there's too much to look at. There's too much to consider here. Wow. Alright, hang on. There's so much to consider on those pages. But I actually just wanted to consider... do I have all of these maps now? The Far Shore, Cathedral Swamp, Quarry. I think we have that whole list. We don't have these pages. So hang on, 50, 51, 41, 50, 51. Right. So we do have... We don't... but memo pages begins after that. So what we have there is a part of Hidden Secrets, I think. Which would make sense with, like, whatever this is. But this is also... this page is referenced on our other card page. Yeah, this is the one that's referenced here. There are many more cards. Something. Okay. So incredible. There's so much more to think about. So there's also, like, potions here. Like, they look kind of a little bit similar to my flasks. This block that's on this table is... it looks like the fairies or the somethings that are in the West Garden that chase us with lasers. So hang on. Over here, anything? Doesn't feel like it. Okay, and I think we're just looking at this. That's why our head keeps turning about that. On the back of the blackboards. Ha. So they have a whole... They really are working out everything, aren't they? Are they working it out or are they building it? I feel like they're working out things that are already existing. Like the hero's grave and the plinths already exist maybe, and what they're doing is they're sciencing them, they're analysing them, or they're trying to adapt to them. Hang on, before I go up there, so they've got a plinth here And underneath it, connecting to its power conduits, are these things that are joined over here. So I don't know, like the best I can figure, this is all about, and there's another one back here for a shrine. Oh, which we can use. Oh no, which we can't use. Okay, maybe I can fix it. Maybe I can fix it. We can't seem to do anything at the moment with these though. Does this need to be turned on first? Hang on. Before I do anything though, I just wanna consider. Oh, hello. Nice. Great. Thank you. There's a big ladder up here. Can't get anywhere around there. Oh, there's another treasure chest here. Oh, there's two. There's two. They're very golden. They're very blended in. And there's so much more for me to look at. You guys are just literally keeping treasure, like just money. Interesting. Have they taken a shrine and taken a hero's... Well, it's not a hero's grave. It's just a... it's a gate. Have they taken a shrine or an altar, maybe I should say, and a gate and a CRT plinth from elsewhere, from other places, and displaced them and brought them up here so that they can understand them, or at least work on ways to manipulate them, to fix them, or to use them to their own ends? I don't know. Okay, I just want to make sure I have a look around this sort of blocked section here. That's a bit easier, isn't it? This is another little gap that maybe looks like it moves, right? It's just a bit of a strong shadow there. That is a little bit hidden. Beautiful. We're fairly... Nice little bunch of cash there. So, plinth to, kind of plinth over to gate. Oh, and then this is the picture of the creature inside. They know. I mean, of course they know. They've studied this. And then they've got, so interestingly at the bottom, they have exclamation point, question mark. That's how this discovery made me feel. So this must have been an amazing discovery for them as well. Maybe, or maybe it's something about how this works. But they're clearly amazed by this. Then there's just sort of small writing, I think, and then what I'm just thinking is that thing there that looks like a bit of a lowercase a. I don't know if that is a character. I don't know. I'm trying to imagine ways in which it could be. I'll think about that. This is just... I can barely take in everything that has come to us, and... I mean, this is sort of what I expected. Okay, I think we do the plinth first, but I want to come up here and just try this without doing the plinth. Whoa. So the like the mechanical aspect of it works. Like through the sheer power of prayer, the gate attempts to open. But without this energy, it cannot take me anywhere. Well, were they able to do this part of it, I wonder? You know? Were they able to pray? Now this is all humming with electricity. I mean, it looks dangerous. Watch out. Watch out. Maybe we should put our scavenger mask on. Watch your eyes. Watch your eyes. Don't look closely at it. You need a welding mask. which the scavenger mask would be perfectly, right? I think. So now the shrine is activated. Dang. This is so amazing. And what is this? Hang on. Hang on. I think I'm making a connection, everybody. That's this. That's this. Now this makes sense to me. What I have just done is already here in the manual. Look, hang on. I'll point myself here. Look at this. Except here the treasure chests are still closed. Ha! That's interesting as freaking hell. Wow. Alright, well, I guess let's just see where this takes us. Is it going to be another one of... it's going to take us to the far shore, because that's what that page says. Here we are. Wild. That means we have all of them activated except for this broken one. I mean, brokenish, where the base is a little bit broken. This is crazy. Guys, this entire episode is just going to have to be this room, because I have to end this one here. But this is what I expected of the library. No, I haven't even looked at this. No. All right, sorry. We're just going to have a look at this. If this whole episode is going to be in this room, then we got to make sure that we look at this last incredibly interesting thing here. Okay. Is that a thing behind it, or is that a shadow? Is that a thing behind it? That looks like a thing behind it to me. Yeah, it could be. I'm not sure. But anyway, I can't seem to move it, right? So let's just, or can I? No, okay. So what is this? What is this? Is it a... The thing here, the part on the left seems to be a straight-on view of a three-dimensional object that is shown in the bottom right here. My first thought is a game cartridge, to be honest. It looks like it could be a game cartridge. But if it's not, if it is, that's utterly mind-blowing, because that would mean that the people here, or the librarian, I don't know, have or had an understanding that there is a game happening here, and that the game takes place within a cartridge. It could be that. But if it's not a game cartridge, if it weren't for this more three-dimensional picture here in the bottom right, if I just saw this one on the left, I could imagine that this is the plan of a room or something like that. It seems to have, like, what? I don't know, it almost looks like little flames on the bottom of it. But if I look closely, I'm actually wondering if they're characters, like a line at the top and a little, like rightward sort of arrow triangle kind of thing. I don't know. And then at the top it looks like there's a whole bunch. It's very small, so this is hard for me to see without being able to, like, take a screenshot of this and zoom in. But it looks like there's a whole bunch of question marks at the top. What this, they're saying. And then in the box on the top right, again looks like characters. And I'm gonna say that this is really hard to see, but the first one looks like the. It looks like two upward arrows, which is the. The rest is really hard for me to see, and I would probably need to just screenshot this and, you know, take a look at it in my other program. But that's where I'm going to leave this episode. This has been so much. The library is everything I imagined it to be, and so much more, and we're still just probably beginning with it. I can't believe, without even doing any actual formal translation this episode, we've managed to simply look at the manual and look at one room. That's this whole episode, but like, that's how much amazing crap is packed in here. We've acquired in this room alone 3 pages and so much freaking information. This is ridiculous. Anyway, we can't even get in the chair, but let's just stand here. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Obviously, I'm very excited about the next episode, and I hope you are also very excited about the next episode. If you've been enjoying, I so much appreciate likes for the video. Subscribe for the channel if you haven't yet, and of course any positive comments that don't include any information I don't know yet. You guys know the drill. Thank you so much. You guys have been absolutely incredible, just like this game. I'm going to see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.